Hey guys, it's Carson Miller Tech here, back from another video, and in today's video, I'm going to be showing you a DJI drone that you've probably never even heard of, and if you haven't been keeping up with news, that drone happens to be the DJI Tello, which DJI announced it at CES alongside the company Ryze, which I had never heard of before, and also they partnered with Intel as well, so there's an Intel chip inside of this thing. But anyways, in today's video, I'm going to be unboxing it and testing it out and seeing, is it worth it for the $100 that they sell it for? So anyways, before getting to any more about this, let's get right into the unboxing. So before we get right into the box, I'm going to show you what's on the outside of the box. So on the front, of course, this is all it is right here. I kind of like the minimalistic packaging, just showing the drone off. Right here, as you can see, the Tello logo, and then DJI and Intel. Haven't seen a Ryze logo yet though. But here on the back, it shows and tells about the fact that it has a 13-minute flight time, 720p HD transmission, it has 5 megapixel photos, which is pretty awesome, has electronic image stabilization, which is crazy for a small drone like this. A lot of small drones at this price range don't even have electronic image stabilization, so that's pretty awesome. It has precise hovering because it actually has some IR sensors on the bottom of the drone, which is awesome. It also has multiple flight modes, easy operation, and one of the other cool things is that you can actually program this. They support for programming the actual Tello SDK. But so anyways, that's all that's on the outside of this box. So let's just open it right up. Of course, you get a Alka-Seltzer tablet. Did I really just say Alka-Seltzer? I'm so stupid. Silica gel. Also inside the box, you have a little book. Oh, first Ryze logo that I have seen. And man, this thing's hefty. But also, as you can see, this fell out. And what is in here, this is the actual battery and 4 more propellers that it comes with. So if you end up crashing this thing, which may be likely with smaller drones, they are sometimes more prone to crashing, but I'm not so sure about this one. So there's nothing else here in the bottom, but they make it weird to actually open it up. I believe you should get it out from the top here. Yep, there you go. And here's the actual drone. Pretty slick. This thing is so tiny. That's the... This is so tiny. It's hard to just know and see how small this actually is on camera. I'm not sure I've ever owned a smaller drone. And the battery just pops right in like this, of course. This actually comes with some prop protectors, but I'm not 100% sure how to remove these. Maybe I'll figure out a little bit later, but as of right now, I'm not gonna remove them. But actually with the propeller protectors, it comes quite a bit larger than actually without them. But anyways, like I was talking about earlier, the sensors here on the bottom, as you can see, they are located similarly to like a Mavic is, and these are just some IR sensors, and that's pretty awesome. So that'll help with actually hovering in place and sensing the ground. If you are flying inside or something like that, then it will help with that. Also, one more thing I noticed on the outside is there is a light blinking right here, and that is just an indicator for when you actually have power in the unit and when you're charging and different stuff like that. Let's go and connect to Wi-Fi, and I will see you when I'm outside next, because I'm going to be flying it outside, and let's see how well this little thing works. Alright, so now that I'm outside in this amazing 54-degree Indiana day, and it hasn't been this warm in a while, but I just wanted to show right now really quickly how to actually remove them. So you just grab on the back side of it and pull out, and that will lead to the prop protectors coming off. So if you don't want to fly with them on, don't worry, you're not going to break it. I was worried about that, but you just got to put some force into it, and then you're able to actually remove them, and you'll hear an audible click when it pops off. But so I'm going to start this video by flying this with the actual prop protectors on, so I'm going to put these back on. But anyways, let's get to actually taking off. Okay, so to power this thing up, it's quite simple. All you got to do is on the right side here, you just press and hold the button, and you will see the light up front begins to flash an amber color, and that means that you can now go onto your phone and connect through Wi-Fi. So yes, you did hear that right. This does only fly with Wi-Fi, so you're gonna have to use your phone for this. But if you can get a Bluetooth game controller that connects to your phone, you can actually use that to control the Tello as well, which I find pretty awesome, but I don't actually own one at the moment. So in today's video, I'm just gonna be flying it through my phone. You're gonna have to make sure that you have the dedicated Tello app. So this does not go through the regular like DJI Go app, because as I said earlier, this actually is not made by DJI although in the title I did use that, but it is partnered with DJI and it has a lot of DJI tech in it, so that's why I made the title as it is, if anybody was wondering. But anyways, you can go into your Tello app now, and one thing immediately opening up the app that I've noticed, it has a lot of different things that you can actually customize with this thing, which is awesome. So in settings, if you'd like to look at my settings really quick, this is what mine look like. But also one other thing that's pretty awesome in this app is if you have a problem with your Ryze Tello, then you can actually get live support by just going to the bottom here and clicking on Get Help. And once you do that, it will actually take you to a live chat with a real person, which I find pretty awesome. So if you have any problems with your drone, you can actually get instant support with that. So to take off, you can actually take off in the regular sense that you can have this just sitting on the ground and it will take off in that way. But the Ryze Tello actually has a pretty cool feature built in that goes, and it's called Throw and Go. So it's literally just that, and what you do is you open up the Throw and Go and you click the little icon, and it says that you're supposed to throw it up after the 5-second countdown, which I think is very misleading. They definitely need to fix that text because that is not what you're supposed to do. It says click the icon above, then throw the aircraft upward after the 5-second countdown. The aircraft will automatically hover in place. So I found that mine does not work in that case because you have to throw it up before the 5-second countdown, which I'm not sure if that's how it's supposed to work. Maybe mine's being buggy or something, but anyways, so for me, I just go click that button, throw. Also, I just wanted to mention, because I did not mention it right there before taking off, but I'd like to mention that this drone actually only weighs around 80 grams. So under FAA regulations, you actually don't have to register this drone because of its weight. So no need to worry about registering this if you get this yourself, but continue to the flight. Throw it up, and it begins flight. So one thing that I should probably mention right now is the fact that this does not have GPS, but look how great it's hovering in place right now and battling the wind. There's a slight breeze, so as you can see, it's kind of drifting away. But considering this thing does not have GPS, this thing can hover in place with those IR sensors really well. So I'm gonna go and fly this near these rocks over here, and I wanna see if it avoids them, actually. As you can see, I am not touching the controls. It actually is moving up slightly. One thing that I gotta say is that a lot of drones that are controlled through an app are like very bad, but this thing has really good controls. Like, it's pretty instant when you're actually flying, so that's pretty awesome. I'm gonna go and just turn this into fast flight mode. Show you how that is. As you can see, it basically gets rid of the image stabilization altogether, but it can fly fast. So top speed in fast mode is insane. It can hit upwards to like 18 feet per second, which converted to miles per hour will just now be on the screen. I'm not sure how fast that actually is. I just really wish that that image stabilization worked in fast mode because this thing is super fun in fast mode. But if you turn that off, as you can see, the image stabilization comes back and it's much better. Like I said earlier though, that this actually has 5-megapixel camera on it. So here's just a couple of pictures that have come from this. They actually look pretty decent for a 5-megapixel camera. They look really great. So I really like that, but the video feed, one downside with the video feed is the fact that it's actually a downlink to your phone that is recorded. So you sadly cannot put a micro SD card into this thing or anything like that, sadly enough. I really wish that you could, but they don't actually have that at the moment, which kind of stinks. But now that I've talked about some of those features, let's get into some of the cool flight modes that it actually has. So in the flight modes page, the second mode that it has is a 360 mode. So what this will do is it will turn in a circle and it will take a video of your surroundings. Goes pretty steadily around. As you can see, it stops when it reaches the beginning point, and it stops the recording. So that is awesome. The next mode here is flips. So this one is pretty awesome. One thing is that you actually have to do this before you have below 50% battery or else it will not work. So I got to do this mode now before all the others. But to actually flip, all you have to do is you just swipe up on the screen or wherever you want really, and it will begin doing its flip. And it's actually really stable when it does it. I'm surprised. And it like repositions itself if it kind of gets out of way. But you can go diagonally as well. Here's just a couple more flips now that it is charged. Like I said earlier, you can flip basically any which way you'd like. And a lot of other drones don't do that, and it's just a really cool feature to be able to have because I don't really own any other drones that can do it so well. But anyways, I'm below 50% now, so I can't show any more flips. Some other modes also include the bounce mode, which I find kind of strange. Here, just look at what it does. Like, what is the point of this? And it is definitely a unique mode that many other drones don't have, so that's that mode, which I find pretty interesting. The last two modes, one is up and out, so this one's pretty awesome. This is like with the Spark where you can fly close to you and it will actually go and take off and go away. So as you can see, it's going away from me currently. And it will stop once it hits a certain height. And then the final flight mode that it has here, which is also pretty awesome that a small drone like this has, is circle mode. So circle mode, I'm kind of confused as to how it actually chooses its point that it's circling around, because I was flying like right over here when I began the mode, and it appears to be flying around me, but I'm not so sure that's what it's doing, because it looks like it's more flying with a point back here, which I don't recall setting, so I find that a little strange. So since this has those IR sensors on the bottom, if you happen to have your hand near, or it comes near any other obstacle that's below it, it will actually move up on itself, which is pretty cool. So I'm nearing the end of my flight time here, at least with the first flight, and this has supposedly 13 minutes of flight time. When you actually get low on battery, how to land, you can land two ways. You can land on ground as usual, or you can do a hand land. So if I bring it in here closer to me and I click on the landing, click on hand land, just place your palm below. Look at that. It knows exactly where your hand is and it lands on your hand. Also, one other way I just wanted to show really quick is really simple, and I haven't really seen anybody else do this, but if you just have it in the sky, you grab it out of the sky, tilt it over to the side, and it shuts off, and it does that as well. And since it's so small and light, it's really easy to do, but do be careful, and if you do happen to get them caught in the propellers, it's not my fault. So since this died for the first time, sadly you cannot actually charge the individual battery like by itself if you had numerous batteries. You actually have to place it inside of the drone, and then on the side of the drone has a micro USB plug right there, and you have to plug it in that way. It takes about an hour and a half to recharge, so it kind of stinks considering how small this battery is. But you can buy numerous of these batteries, and I believe you can also buy a separate charger to charge numerous at once. So that's good. But anyways, that is pretty much it for the flight of this thing. Some final thoughts on this thing. It is an amazing drone, and I honestly do mean that. I'm not being paid to say any of this. It is a lot of fun to fly around, and it works indoors really well as well. Like I said, I don't love everything about it. One thing that is the biggest pet peeve of mine about this is the fact that there is no micro SD card slot on this thing. Like I said, this is a first generation product, so I do have to give them some credit there, but the fact that it doesn't have one is kind of a downside, because the video feed that you end up getting to your phone isn't the best, but with the photos really do look actually good for being a 5 megapixel camera. But so yeah, that is it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want to purchase this drone yourself, then consider purchasing it from my affiliate link down in the description. If you purchase through there, it helps me out at no extra cost to you guys, so if you purchase through there, thank you very much. But so anyways, that is it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to let me know by clicking that thumbs up button down below. And as you can see right now, I'm on a new end screen. I hope you guys enjoy it. Also, I changed my channel banner as well. This channel is staying the same, but I wanted to change it up with some newer graphics. But anyways, if you want to see future videos from me, click that subscribe button down below and check out one of those other videos over there, because you won't regret it. Anyways, see you guys in the next video. Peace.